I want to get right to it, man. I want to talk about a couple things, man. Before we go into the show, first of all, what's today's topic, man? What's your topic? What's your topic of today's show?
Uh, Outlaws MC enforcer admits to grisly murders to get out of prison.
Okay, cool. Well, we definitely we're gonna talk about that, man. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
The 1,000 pound elephant in the room?
Listen, check this out. So I want to start off by saying by saying this. I'm glad to be on your show. I'm glad that you got me out here. You got me exposed to your viewers and everything like that, man. But what did you throw me into, man? That's what I'm wondering, man. What did you throw me into? What did you expose me to, man? But I know that a lot of stuff is on your pages relating to biker news. And that's cool. That's what the channel is about, and that's what you do. But today, man, it seems like the news has been shifted on the reporter, which is
Mm.
you.
Yes, 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 indeed.
You know me, man. I'm on here, man. I just don't want to not mention anything. It's like it can't go without being mentioned, man. It's out there. I done got phone calls. People done reached out to me. Hey, man, what's up with Black Dragon, man? Your boy, man, this and that. And I'm an original, thorough guy.
Mm-hmm.
Thorough, man.
Right. Oh, yes, you
I'm
are.
just
Yes,
straight up,
absolutely.
man. I'm true to myself, man. I'm true to my club, man. I'm just a 100% guy, man. So I don't want to come wrong, but I do need to ask before we go into the topic of today, man. Black Dragon, man, what's up with this letter that was sent out, man? Your club got you out here bad. Everybody wants to know. I want to know. We talk. People need answers. People want to know what's going on. Are you a Black Sabbath member as of right now?
Well, I want to say this. There's absolutely a letter out there, and I absolutely know that it came from the Black Sabbath. I feel like it came from the Black Sabbath in my heart, and it came in the most uh, cowardly kind of way. A anonymous letter to a mofo, which is not the way motorcycle clubs get down. And then all of the salacious lies in that letter are amazing to me, that people would tell those lies. But I guess what's even more amazing is that people would listen. And I have never, in the 35 years I've been associated with this club, have I ever spoken negatively about this club or anyone in it. So I have heard that the club is actually going to put out a real statement in a couple of days, and that statement will come from the national president, ride or die, not a so-called thing full of crap and lies. And I'm going to hope that this club takes the high road and clears my name of the things that I didn't do. I'm ready for anything a mofo says that I did do that's the truth. But
Black Dragon, this what I got. This
no,
what I got to
I'm
ask.
not finished. I'm not finished.
You're not
Don't
okay.
cut me
Let's
off.
hear it. Let's hear it.
All
Let's
right.
hear it.
So I'm not ready to talk about this right now. I'm not ready to talk about it. When I am ready to talk about it, I will. I will talk about it when I'm ready. Not ready to talk about it. I want to wait around and see what their comment will be, their official comment. And I think that's what I want to do. There'll be plenty of time to talk about this and get into the weeds of it. But today is not the day for me.
It's not today. You don't want to talk about it. Now, I only mention that I only mention that because this is a news reporting channel, and I know a lot of your viewers. You're gonna have some that like you. You're gonna have some that don't like you, and people they just want to know. But if you're not ready to open up and talk about it, hey, I mean, I can't force
I
you
spend
to
so
talk
much
about it.
time talking about other motorcycle clubs and the dirt of other motorcycle clubs. This
Correct.
is absolutely turnabout being fair play. This is absolute karma. This is absolute all those things.
And
And
people wait.
so uh you get to look at your own stuff in your face. Like, ouch. I talk about other people's motorcycle clubs and the stuff they do, but the stuff I talk about is always stuff that's out in the news, that's out there in the world. I've never talked about the behind inside of anybody's motorcycle club, especially including mine. But I have always been thorough. I've been fair. I reported both sides of each story, and I'm going to take my time and think about this and what I want to do and how I want to respond. I remember when Chris Rock got slapped in the face, everybody wanted to hear about what he had to talk. I will. So when I'm ready to talk, I will. And you will be the first to know.
All right. I was looking for I was okay. All right. Well, I was looking for a little deeper, but all right, let's move along. I mean, hey, it's the Black Dragon
But I
Biker
promise you,
TV show, man. Listen, man, it's a lot. It's trust me,
I,
man.
I
I,
promise
I
you,
got a
I
lot of
mean,
questions. The viewers, they got a lot of questions. So but
but
when you
it's
ready,
not something I'm going to run from and all that old kind of stuff, man.
okay.
I'm not ashamed of anything I've ever done. So we'll get on. But listen, I'm talking more than I want to. But I will say this. No, I'm not going to say that. All right, let's keep going.
Oh, no, no, no. What was you gonna say? What was you gonna
No,
say? Come on now. You can't just
no,
keep it in. You
no,
gotta come on
no. I'm
now.
going to just keep it in.
Oh my God, Black Dragon, you killing me, man.
Yeah, I'm going to just keep it in. All right. Um, is that it? Let's go
I
on to
I
the next one.
I mean, hey, I thought we was gonna talk about one thing and but listen, let's talk about the topic. I just know that I know that you have had a lot going on. I'm sure you got a lot of
Well, I want to talk about this first.
DMs and all
Check
that
this
kind of
out.
stuff. So
Check
okay,
this
come
out.
on, let's talk about it.
Let's do this because I'm very excited about this, and I'm getting ready to move on. 199,000, something like that. 199,974. 199,974. Look at this, man. We are at 199,974 subscribers. This is what really drives me. This is what really drives me about this whole thing. We were getting about an average of about 384 subscribers a day before all of this stuff started. We're getting 434 subscribers a day. We were getting about 231,000 views per day. We're getting about 231,791 views per day. Across all of my platforms, one thing has not happened. One thing has continued. We still continue to pick up our viewers. We should be at around 200,000 subscribers. I want to thank all the new subscribers. We haven't lost an appreciable amount of people. So it tells me one thing. People that have been following me and watching me and listening to the things that we do, they do it because it's good stuff. And we're going to continue to put out good content. We're going to continue to do good things and continue to do the stuff that we do. And I'm most proud of the fact that tomorrow, 8 years into this game, marks my 8th year. On the 30th was the birthday of this channel. we're going to be at 200,000 subscribers, and that is just cool as hell. I'm just happy about that. All right, so here we go to our story, our main story here. Um, Outlaws biker, they always use that word, gang. Outlaw biker enforcer admits grisly killings in a failed bid to get out of prison. Now, this was interesting to me. Seeking a compassionate release. And so normally you want a compassionate release if something's wrong with you, if you're sick or something. But seeking a compassionate release. Randall Madman Miller acknowledges committing 3 killings cited in his 1997 racketeering case, including Morris and Ruth Gauger in McHenry County. I was surprised that he took the blame finally, says the son of Morris and Ruth Gauger, Greg Gauger. So this is the picture of the guy. His name is Randall Madman Miller. Madman was a member of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. He's now serving 2 life sentences for a 2000 racketeering conviction that included killings, bombings, and other violence. In 2000, Fearsome Outlaws Motorcycle Club enforcer Randall Madman Miller was being sentenced to life in prison in a racketeering case that targeted numerous members of the biker club and covered any array of horrific crimes. After U.S. District Judge J.P. Stadmüller lamented, it was too bad he couldn't give him the death penalty. Miller sat in court then, silent, shaking his head. Now, 24 years later, Miller is admitting that he committed the 3 murders detailed in the racketeering case, including the grisly high-profile killings of Morris and Ruth Gauger near the northwest suburban Richmond area in 1993. I have tried to write this letter 1,000 times because it has been such a heavy burden on my heart for a very long time. Miller wrote to a judge in his latest bid to be released from prison, largely because he's in bad shape physically with an array of ailments. I think ailments is kind of an understatement. I would say illnesses, but they say ailments. I have to admit that I was wrong and accept responsibility for the fact that my choices have caused pain to people and should have never happened. I owe my most sincere apologies to Ginger Blossom and Gary Gauger for their suffering and pain due to the loss of their parents, Morris and Ruth Gauger, because of the sadness or the senseless act that took their lives. Because of the senseless act that took their lives. I always notice that's how these guys talk. They never say because of my senseless act. They always talk about it like it's in the third person kind of thing, like it was an act that just fell out of the sky because of the senseless act that took their lives. And that's why it's whenever they do confess, it's hard to accept it. Every single day, it eats me away, eats at me because I was not raised to be the man who made such a cold-hearted decision to act and commit this very serious transgression. Miller, now 65 years old, wrote, I used to blame the drugs and the life, but in the end, I have to admit that it was me who made the choice. And for that, I apologize to the families, even though I know that it will never be enough. This is a picture of the couple that he killed back in the 1940s on their motorcycle. Randall Madman Miller slit Mr. Gauger's throat and left him to bleed to death on the floor of his shop, according to prosecutors. They said Ruth Gauger was killed by an accomplice, left to die on the floor of the small rug and trinket shop she operated on McHenry County Couples Farm. It wasn't enough for the judge. On Tuesday, he denied Miller's request for free. prosecutors wrote